Good evening. Michigan Lawyers Weekly would like to welcome you to our annual Leaders in the Law program. As in years past, our 2020 virtual event will recognize and honor professionals who have made a significant contribution to the Michigan legal community. Tonight, we will celebrate our lawyers who have put forth tremendous effort in setting examples for other lawyers. We are excited to experience this new online event format with you and hope you enjoy participating in this evening's program from the comfort of your homes and offices. Please give a warm virtual welcome to your host, Charlene Boccaccio, Associate Publisher of Michigan Lawyers Weekly.
Good evening. I'm Charlene Boccaccio, the Associate Publisher of Michigan Lawyers Weekly. Welcome to our program honoring the Leaders in the Law class of 2020. As you know, this event was originally scheduled for April 9th, but the coronavirus pandemic has made it impossible for us to come together right now in person. We think that makes it more important than ever to find a way for the legal community to recognize excellence and cheer for our colleagues. So tonight, we have put together an interactive program that will allow us to engage socially and celebrate. You can join us on social media at #MILW events. Post your comments, cheer on your colleagues, and share photos. Keep a lookout for our special guest stars, and remember that at the conclusion of our program, we will announce the Lawyer of the Year as selected by this year's honorees. Before we dive into the awards, it's important to thank our sponsors. Each of tonight's sponsors recognizes the importance of honoring the lawyers that we are celebrating tonight and shares the belief that while COVID-19 is keeping us from celebrating in person, it cannot keep us from coming together. So I want to offer a sincere thank you to our silver sponsors, Kitch, Drutchess, Wagner, Velituti, and Sherbrooke, and Williams, Ratner, and Plunkett, and our bronze sponsor, Daudaman, Mulcahy, and Sadler. Thank you for your commitment to this program. I wish very much that I could see all of you tonight in person, but I'm hoping that each of you is celebrating with a drink and a delicious meal of choice, and maybe even taking the opportunity to get a little glammed up. As part of our tradition at Michigan Lawyers Weekly's recognition events, we have invited 5 of our past Leaders in the Law honorees to announce our honorees. So now I'm going to turn the program over to Cheryl Chandler, a 2013 Leader in the Law and 2018 Woman in the Law.
Teresa Asaklis is the CEO and co-managing partner with Collins, Einhorn, Farrell, and Southfield. She focuses on professional liability defense, trucking, and transportation law, and is a fellow of the Michigan State Bar and the Oakland County Bar Foundations. Teresa believes professional accomplishments are what you achieve on a daily basis, such as advising a client, mentoring an associate, resolving a dispute, or winning a trial or motion. She says all of these actions, large or small, are important and keep her engaged. Congratulations, Teresa, on joining the Leaders in the Law. Robert Bick is a partner with Williams, Ratner, and Plunkett in Birmingham. He focuses on business and corporate matters and has handled hundreds of mergers and acquisitions totaling more than $1 billion. Rob is a member of the Financial Management Association's National Honor Society. He hopes that everyone he crosses paths with in his work remembers him as a lawyer who viewed civility to be paramount while carefully protecting his clients' interests with the attention to detail they deserve. Congratulations, Rob, on joining Leaders in the Law. Lance Boldry is a member with Dykema in Lansing, where he leads the cannabis practice and is co-leader of the gaming and Indian law practice. He received the Pioneer Award from the State Bar of Michigan's Marijuana Law Section. From his influence on the development of regulations of the emerging cannabis industry to helping a tribe achieve crucial federal acknowledgement, Lance hopes his legal legacy will be one of helping to bring about societal changes that benefit people. Congratulations, Lance, on joining Leaders in the Law. Matthew Bauer is a partner at Varnum's Business and Corporate Services Practice Group and leads the firm's Ann Arbor office. His efforts with My Springboard program help provide free legal services for startup and early stage companies. Working with entrepreneurs and helping them realize their goals comes naturally to Matt, as his grandfather and father were both entrepreneurs. He witnessed their passion for building a company from an idea to an enterprise. Matt has used those lessons to help over 500 companies succeed. Congratulations, Matt, on joining Leaders in the Law. Tracy Brame is the Grand Rapids Campus Associate Dean and Professor at Western Michigan University Cooley Law School. She partnered with the Grand Rapids Bar Association to open the Access to Justice Clinic and serves as director. Tracy also helped create a teen court. She hopes her legacy will be that she dedicated her career to improving the lives of the underrepresented and the disenfranchised, and that it proved worthy of the sacrifices made by the legal legends who paved the way for meaningful participation by African Americans. Congratulations, Tracy, on joining Leaders in the Law. Kenneth Brooks is a partner with Honigman, is also managing partner of their Lansing office and a member of the firm's board of directors. He represents companies and executives in complex commercial litigation matters. His charitable endeavors include involvement with the Wharton Center for Performing Arts at Michigan State and Ellie's Place, a nonprofit organization that assists children experiencing grief. Ken hopes his legal legacy will be that his professional tenacity was eclipsed only by his personal integrity. Congratulations, Ken, on joining Leaders in the Law.
Hi, this is Fox 2's Roop Raj. I want to lend a very hearty congratulations to all of the award recipients. What an extraordinary accomplishment. You know, all of them are Michigan Lawyers Weekly's 2020 Leaders in Law. All of these attorneys are being honored tonight for their contributions to the practice of law, their leadership in improving the justice system, and also the example they set for other lawyers as well. We thank you for everything you do.
Now I'm going to turn the program over to Mark Wuzaninski, a 2019 Leaders in the Law.
Chanel Carswell is a shareholder, co-chair of the litigation group, and member of the diversity committee of Brooks Cushman in Southfield. She played a key role in revamping the associate and summer clerk mentoring program to provide in-depth training. Chanel has assisted with recruitment and works to bring more minority attorneys into the field. She vowed in law school that she would pursue her passions and enjoy the journey. Through her winding path from criminal defense to intellectual property litigation, she has done just that. Congratulations, Chanel, on joining the Leaders in the Law. Kenneth Chadwell is a partner with Mantis Honigman in Troy, concentrating on white-collar criminal defense and complex business trials and arbitrations. As a longtime assistant U.S. attorney, Ken was among 5 elite litigators chosen to be a counterterrorism prosecutor following the September 11 attacks. He sees those investigations and prosecutions as his greatest challenge and accomplishment in law. Ken follows the advice of his mentor, Justice Stephen Markman, in striving to do the right thing in every situation and trying to ensure that justice is done. Congratulations, Ken, on joining the Leaders in the Law. Dennis Cowan is a partner with Plunkett Cooney in Bloomfield Hills, the business transactions and planning practice group leader, and a member of its cannabis industry group. Local media frequently taps his expertise on topics ranging from municipal emergency financial management to the rise of the medical and recreational cannabis industries. Dennis considers it an honor to have represented foundations in the Detroit bankruptcy grand bargain. The fact that his mother and brother received pensions crystallized for Dennis the importance to thousands of completing the bargain. Congratulations, Dennis, on joining the Leaders in the Law. Michelle Crockett is hiring chair and the diversity and professional development principal with Miller Canfield in Detroit. She is a litigator in the employment and labor group. Michelle led efforts that earned Manskill Certification Plus for the firm's diversity efforts. She believes such efforts are making an impact and require an honest examination of what is needed to make change. She hopes her legal legacy will be shining a light on inequities in our society and making a difference in narrowing the gaps that still exist. Congratulations, Michelle, on joining the Leaders in the Law. Michelle Thurber-Chopsky is a member with Bodman in Troy. She serves on the Executive Management Committee and chairs the Insurance Practice Group. Michelle sits on the Associate Development and Evaluation Committees and is a steadfast mentor for young women litigators. She believes the legal community has made strides from 3 decades ago due to increased diversity, including gender diversity. She is proud to be part of the solution and sincerely hopes gender inequality will one day be viewed as a flaw of the past. Congratulations, Michelle, on joining the Leaders in the Law. John Decker is a partner at Jaffe Raitt, Hewer & Weiss in Southfield. His practice groups include mergers and acquisitions and securities and corporate governance. He serves as chairman of the board of trustees of the Detroit Historical Society. John's efforts as outside counsel to the Detroit Zoo taught him to look beyond the implications of just the law. He learned to provide holistic advice that incorporates political, community, and human concerns, and push for change when current law doesn't serve the community. Congratulations, John, on joining the Leaders in the Law.
Now I'm going to turn the program over to Junie Erdley, a 2019 Leaders in the Law.
Stephanie Douglas, a member with Bush Seifert in Troy, handles class actions, appeals, and motions from state courts all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court. She serves as a mentor with the National Association of Minority and Women-Owned Law Firms. Stephanie describes herself as a first-generation lawyer, succeeding as an outsider in an insider's world. She found talented mentors, learned everything she could, and took a few chances. She cites the adage that the harder you work, the more luck you seem to have. Congratulations, Stephanie, on joining the Leaders in the Law. Mark Kashubsky is a shareholder and member of the board of directors of O'Reilly Rensselaer in Sterling Heights. He specializes in business and commercial litigation and serves as city attorney for Sterling Heights. A board member for the Sterling Heights Drug-Free Coalition, Mark received the Community Partner Award for his drug use prevention efforts. Preparation for Mark's chosen field began early in life. The youngest of 4 boys, he quickly learned about dispute resolution, negotiation, and teamwork, skills that surely serve him well today. Congratulations, Mark, on joining Leaders in the Law. Jeffrey Moss is a member at Dada, Min, McCahey, and Sadler in Bloomfield Hills. He focuses on tax law, estate planning, and business transactions, and co-chairs of the firm's Corporate Practice Group and Business Development Committee. Jeff is an officer of the Yad Ezra charitable organization, the only kosher food pantry in Michigan assisting low-income Jewish families. He hopes his legal legacy will be the over 50 private foundations and public charities he has created and collective positive impact of those organizations. Congratulations, Jeff, on joining Leaders in the Law. Dominic Paluzzi is a member and co-chair of the National Data Privacy and Cybersecurity Practice of McDonald Hopkins in Bloomfield Hills. He conducts breach response workshops and training for organizations and their risk management teams, and helps clients develop information security programs and incident response plans. He considers building this nationally recognized practice from the ground up to be his biggest professional achievement. And while his biggest regret is not learning a foreign language, he does know the lyrics to almost every Disney song, especially from Frozen, due to his daughters. Congratulations, Dominic, on joining the Leaders in the Law. Bill Panagos, CEO and partner with Panagos Kennedy in Troy, has structured acquisitions of technology companies, set up engineering entities in China for developing next-generation batteries, cross-licensed IP, and litigated patent and trade secret issues. Even as a boy, he had an interest in technical and mechanical things. In fact, he and his brother built a hovercraft using a lawnmower engine and an exhaust fan. His passion for creativity and teamwork is reflected in his mentorship to attorneys and when he speaks at grade schools in Detroit. Congratulations, Bill, on joining Leaders in the Law. Linda Paulin Hebden is executive partner of Warner Norcross & Judd in Southfield and a member of the firm's management committee. She practices in mergers and acquisitions, venture capital, investment advisor compliance, and general corporate matters. She worked full-time as a systems analyst while attending law school at night. A month after she sat for the bar exam, she gave birth to her son and started her large firm career with a newborn. In part, she hopes to leave a legacy of championing and serving as a role model for younger women. Congratulations, Linda, on joining Leaders in the Law.
Hi, everybody. It's Calvin Johnson Jr., aka Megatron, and I'm just sending a big congratulations to Michigan Lawyers Weekly 2020 Leaders in Law. Thank you for your contributions to the practice of law through your leadership in improving the justice system. Congratulations, guys. Keep it up. Stay safe in this 2020.
Now I'm going to turn the program over to Vince Coella, a 2019 Leaders in the Law.
Alyssa Peskin-Shepard is a principal and collaborative divorce practitioner with Transitions Legal in Bloomfield Hills. She's a board member with the International Academy of Collaborative Professionals and sits on its Diversity and Inclusion Committee. Her father died at a time when there were no support systems for young children for dealing with either a parent's death or a divorce. Feeling different from peers without such a shared experience helped lead her to the practice of family law, and in particular, the way she practices with compassion. Congratulations, Alyssa, on joining the Leaders in the Law. Anthony Randazzo is a senior partner with Seacrest Wardle in Troy. His biggest professional accomplishment involved a case outside his normal practice area of insurance defense. He represented a client who had been knowingly misdiagnosed with epilepsy and whose autism went undiagnosed when she would have benefited from early intervention. After a significant verdict, Anthony said he felt a sense of relief that he didn't let his client or her parents down, and that justice had been served. Anthony also has a daughter on the spectrum, so this case held special meaning for him. Congratulations, Anthony, on joining the Leaders in the Law. Beth Rivers, a partner with Pitt, McGee, Palmer & Rivers in Royal Oak, specializes in written advocacy and appellate argument on employment and civil rights issues. She says the pen, or keyboard, is her weapon in the fight for justice. Her father, a feminist before his time, and her mother, an industrial purchasing agent, instilled in her the belief that she could do and be anything she wanted. She sees her legacy in the many clerks and new attorneys she has mentored who now practice employment and civil rights law on behalf of plaintiffs. Congratulations, Beth, on joining the Leaders in the Law. Michael Rakowski owns Rakowski Law Firm and centers his practice on estate planning and elderly law. The catalyst for his legal career was the realization that there are no shortcuts. Quality effort and a good work ethic pay off. In addition to hosting monthly public education workshops on estate planning, offering free appointments at the Older Persons Commission in Rochester, and volunteering for Meals on Wheels, he's built a CrossFit gym in his garage that is open to friends and neighbors who regularly take part in 5:30 a.m. workouts. Congratulations, Mike, on joining the Leaders in the Law. Michael Sanders is a shareholder and immediate past president with Foster, Swift, Collins & Swift in Lansing, where he handles workers' compensation matters. He also serves as an adjunct professor at Western Michigan University Cooley Law School. He said he made the best professional decision of his life at 8 years old when he decided he wanted to become a lawyer. If he could change one thing, he would have developed an expertise in criminal law early in his career to take court appointments and represent indigent criminal defendants. Congratulations, Mike, on joining the Leaders in the Law. Jody Shebo is co-managing partner of Bowman & Brooks Bloomfield Hills office and head of the firm's discovery practice. Her single mother taught her that nothing worth having comes free and that hard work pays off. With nearly 25 years of that same focus in private practice, she says she's fortunate to have many of the same clients she started with in 1996. She's testified before the U.S. House Judiciary Subcommittee on courts, intellectual property, and the internet, and gives time and pro bono counsel to Focus Hope. Congratulations, Jody, on joining the Leaders in the Law.
Now I'm going to turn the program over to Douglas Turing at 2016 Leaders in the Law.
Gregory Shively, a principal with Harness Dickey in Troy, concentrates his practice on intellectual property. After he graduated with an electrical engineering degree, an interviewer at General Motors said he thought that there was a patent department around here somewhere that might be a good fit for Greg. The director of GM's patent department offered him a job on the spot and sent him to law school. Greg says his biggest accomplishment is that he personally hired nearly a third of the attorneys who are the next generation of leaders at Harness Dickey. Congratulations, Greg, on joining the Leaders in the Law. John Sire is a principal and heads the commercial litigation practice of Kitch, Dretches, Wagner, Valitutti, and Sherbrooke in Detroit. He said his greatest accomplishment is his involvement on the founding board of Detroit Cristo Rey High School with several gifted leaders, and adds that he doubts he'll ever be involved in something quite so momentous and terrifying again. He also serves as a director of Christian Legal Aid of Southeastern Michigan, and he hopes that his interactions show that he attempts to balance work and faith with the goal of achieving the best justice possible. And having served with John on that board of Christian Legal Aid for nearly 20 years, I can attest to John's commitment to justice for the poor and the oppressed and his commitment to his faith. John, congratulations on joining the Leaders in the Law. Michael Steinberg, a professor and director of the Civil Rights Litigation Initiative with the University of Michigan Law School, was a litigator and legal director at the ACLU of Michigan. He attended high school in rural Maine and resolved to fight back against racism after a near riot broke out at a soccer tournament when an African-American student responded to slurs from an opposing player. He hopes that his legacy will be about not just the cases that he helped to win, but also the hundreds of young lawyers and law students he mentored and taught. Congratulations, Mike, on joining the Leaders in the Law. Christopher Trebilcock, a partner with Clark Hill in Detroit, is outside counsel to Governor Gretchen Whitmer and Oakland County Executive Director David Coulter, and lead litigation attorney on several FOIA cases for the city of Detroit and Mayor Mike Duggan. He learned the value of civil engagement from a single mother, a newspaper publisher in a small town in the UP. Carving out time to treat every client as if they are his only client is a challenge, but achieving balance among clients, business, and family and friends is something he will always strive to find. Congratulations, Chris, on joining the Leaders in the Law. William Wolfson is Chief Administrative and Compliance Officer with the Great Lakes Water Authority in Detroit. By age 11, he knew he wanted to help the city and the region through the practice of law. He has served in the public sector for over 30 years, successfully developing a legal strategy for weapons checks and removal for the Detroit Public Schools, was part of a team that negotiated agreements and legislation that brought 3 casinos to Detroit, and worked with the Department of Children and Family Services to reform juvenile justice. Congratulations, Bill, on joining the Leaders in the Law. Catherine Zelenak is a member with Dickinson Wright in Troy. She said that attorneys of color, LGBTQ+ attorneys, and differently abled attorneys continue to struggle for full inclusion in the profession, and women still lag behind men in the highest levels of partnership. Her biggest professional challenge relates to responding to the lingering lack of diversity. Her efforts include co-chairing the firm's Diversity and Inclusion Committee and chairing its Women's Network. She is also spearheading a multidisciplinary project with the University of Michigan Ross School of Business to form recommendations regarding recruitment, retention, training, and culture. Congratulations, Kathy, on joining the Leaders in the Law.
I want to congratulate the class of 2020 Leaders in the Law. This is such a prestigious honor, and as a past recipient myself, it's my honor to join you in your celebration virtually. Aristotle once said, "Law is order, and good law is good order." In today's ever-changing society, we need lawyers like yourselves, people who are willing to go above and beyond for justice and represent the good order in Michigan and beyond. Your talents and unique skill set is what makes the Michigan Bar so special. This is just the first step of many in your future careers. Continue to make your path in the world. Make your mark and stand up for what you believe is right. In closing, I want to leave you with one other accomplished legal scholar, the great Al Woods. Congratulations, you did it.
I want to add my congratulations to all our 2020 Leaders in the Law. It is now time to end the suspense and announce our Lawyer of the Year for 2020. And this year's honoree is Tracy Brom. Congratulations, Tracy. I am now going to turn the program over to you.
I am so humbled and so overwhelmed to be considered among Michigan's leaders in the law by Michigan Lawyers Weekly and by my wonderful colleagues here today. I cannot say enough to express my gratitude for your thoughtfulness and even considering me for this award. So I wanted to take just a couple of minutes just to, again, to say thank you to several people. So my journey really began my first semester of law school when I was a first-year student sitting in class and Brian Stevenson came to speak to my class. And any of you who have heard him speak can appreciate it when I say, when he finished speaking, I was determined that wherever he was where I was going to be. And I was fortunate enough to be able to go down and work for a semester with Brian down in Alabama doing death penalty work. And I was sold. The die was cast. So since then, I've been fortunate enough to have this wonderful career where I happen to be doing work that I absolutely love, that I also hope has been impactful on the community. So I've had the opportunity to work for a federal judge, the Honorable Julian Abel Cook, who's a longtime mentor to me. I've had the opportunity to serve as a public defender, working on behalf of indigent defendants in Detroit and in Washington, D.C. I've had the opportunity to work at Legal Aid of Western Michigan, representing domestic violence victims and family law cases. And since 2006, I've had the distinct pleasure of serving at WMU Cooley Law School as a clinical professor and administrator. So the best years of my professional life, for sure. I wouldn't be here though, literally and figuratively, right, without Harry and Dorothy Weaver, my parents. And I want to take a moment to really appreciate them because I'm the first lawyer in my family. So they set an early and serious expectation of educational excellence for me. And when I decided that I wanted to be a lawyer, they did everything in their power to help me get there, even though they'd never seen it done. So I am eternally grateful to them. And I hope that I could be as supportive to my kids that they've been to me, to allow me to dream and to actually help me get there. I want to thank my colleagues at WMU Cooley. I couldn't work with a better group of people. Again, I've been there for 15 years and I have friends and colleagues that will follow me over the course of my life that have been there through ups and downs. And I appreciate President James McGrath and the entire law school community that has allowed me through the clinics to both educate students and hopefully to have an impact on community. And finally, let me say thank you to my wonderful husband, Kenyatta Brain, who is incredibly supportive of everything that I do because I literally couldn't do it without him. So again, without belaboring the point, I want to say thank you again for everything. This has been the highlight of my quarantine by far. And I look forward to many more years of service to the community. Thank you.
I'd like to once again thank our sponsors for their generous support. Our silver sponsors, Kitch, Drutchess, Wagner, and Bellatuti in Sherbrooke, and Williams, Ratner, and Plunkett. And our bronze sponsor, Daughter Mann, Mulcahy, and Sadler. Thank you to all of tonight's guests who interacted with us through hashtag MILW events. Please be sure to check out a recap of tonight's program on mi.lawyersweekly.com. Finally, thank you to the Michigan legal community for supporting us in these challenging times. Be safe and healthy, and we will see you again soon. Good night.